Good evening, I'm Divya. Hope you're doing good. In this video, I'd like to share about my journey, my life, and education, and everything that I'm up to now. Okay, so let's get started. All my life, I've studied in government-run institutions. So I have studied in Pradhamika Unnata Patashala in our village for 4 years, and in fifth I've joined Murchakalapalli school, HSMC Palli, like Ashrama High School Girls, Murchakalapalli. So it comes under Nallabelli, and I am normally from Mulgu, district of Telangana. Sorry. So this is my schooling, and after in school in 10th board exam I topped the school, and I grabbed admission in one of the universities, like in Telangana, that's Triple IT Basa. There I did my PUC is pre-university course, and also it is integrated course for 6 years. So both BTech and PUC. So intermediate come BTech, intermediate and BTech together. Afterwards, I started my civils preparation. Everyone knows that. I gave 3 attempts. I haven't succeeded. I haven't sailed through. I am persisting. I haven't give up on my journey. So that's a brief introduction about my academics. Okay. Coming to my hobbies, I don't have any hobbies as such, because I normally come from a village and I was never told about hobbies and all. So this is my norm, this is what I was. I never, all my life, I never was in this elite bubble where people learn and also read books other than academics. So that's the culture I belong to. And so, and as you guys know that I keep something or the other, I keep posting something or the other on YouTube where language is concerned, and you must be thinking why she is so obsessive about learning language. I'd like to tell you one thing, it's not my favorite language. But I would want to learn it, and I would want to impart to others, uh, those who are less privileged, because I come from underprivileged background. I do understand, if you are not good at language, how people make you feel. People make you feel that you are inadequate, you are you don't belong. So that's normally Indian typical mentality. So this is exactly what happened with me when I left for Basser. So as I told you, I stopped the school and grabbed an opportunity to pursue my further studies in Basser. So I all 10th, all my 10th, I have strove. I have really worked hard to uh, get an opportunity in Basser. And finally, I did get it. When I left for Basser, on the very first day, I got dejected, and I felt it's not meant for me, because there everyone was from well-off families, one thing, and everybody used to communicate, and that very college premises sent this daunting energy which I couldn't bear. And I've decided, no, triple IT journey, though I've strove hard to get an admission in triple IT, but it is not meant for me. And from that is where my journey has started. Means every day I used to cry, and I would request every person out there to make me quit Basar journey. So what happened, on the very first day, I didn't come from this English medium background or something. All my schooling happened in Telugu medium in government school. So in Basar, in the very first day, one of the madams, teachers, she had taken class for 2 hours, and it was the discussion went in English, which I couldn't understand. In the very first class, I decided, like, whatever I thought, the journey, it isn't gonna be for me. After one class, I've decided I'm not gonna stay in Basar. ये तो तय कर लिया मैंने कि मैं इधर नई एजुकेशन करने वाली हूँ. So if I do here, I'll be dying. So that was the message that I sent to myself. And that is how it went about. Everybody used to speak, and I was like, I couldn't even read text properly. Forget about speaking. I couldn't put words in sentence. That's one point, number one. And second, I couldn't read properly. I still remember embarrassing moments that happened to me. And also one day, it was like a final nail in the coffin. I was trying something. One of the friends asked me to read text and explain to her in English, which I couldn't do it. But I did it in, everything starts with something, right? It was more of like butler English. I am like, I feel like, whatever I'm speaking is also butler English. I don't know. Maybe I feel so. So, one of the girls, she's asked me to read the text and explain to her. Which I did, and it took about half an hour. And so, a girl who was sitting at the back and listening to our conversation stood up and said, these words, these are the words that she is used to offend me. What are you talking rubbish? It feels like vomiting. If you want to say something or experiment, get out of the class and do nonsense. These are the words that she has uttered. For I respect her a lot, because she is the one who'd made me like take these take language learning journey seriously. But that very moment I felt so offended, because she doesn't know about my socio-economic thing, where I come from and how my studies have happened. So without knowing, and it's not of her business to know about my journey. But I felt offended, and I felt so bad for not coming from privileged background. And I was thinking about, had my father had enough money and all, he could have joined me in some convent school, and would have made me learn or work towards language, so which didn't happen. I was howling. I was I was crying, and I didn't know I was in helpless condition. And that's when I've decided, okay, no, it's not gonna be. I'm gonna lodge complaint against this girl. I got offended, right? So I was exiting the class, and that's when one of my friends, she's come to me and she held me by hand and asked, "Are you offended? Are you hurt?" This is a question she's asked. Then I was crying, no. So I said, don't you see it on my face? I am crying. Then she's told, what are you going to do? I'm gonna lodge complaint against this girl. She's offended me. This is what I told to her. Then again, this girl, friend of mine, she's told, who is going to give damn about your complaint? Then I said, I don't know what administrators are going to decide when I go and lodge complaint, but I got offended, and I'm gonna lodge complaint against this girl. This is what I said. Then she's told me one thing: if you're really hurt, do something, prove the girl wrong. वो गर्ल को wrong prove करो बोल के बोले. So I went back to, after listening to my friend, I went back to the girl and said, you asked me not to speak in English, right? This is the minute I'm gonna speak only in English. So do what you want to do. తెలుగు మే బోలే తో నీకేం కావాలో అది చేసుకో. ఐఎమ్ గోనా స్పీక్ ఇన్ English, and I want to better my language. That is when I've decided, no, as I come from underprivileged background, I'm saying over and over, though it doesn't mean it's water of duck's back. It doesn't matter where you come from and all. So I'm telling you guys. After saying that, that's when my language journey began, and it really, a thought crossed my mind. Yes, I know nothing about language. I'm gonna learn it. As I'm from village, I would want to go to village kids and impart them and make them bolder and language is like, it's just a medium. It's not gonna be like, you don't have to get offended if you can't speak properly, if you can't put words clearly, and you should not feel so high about you if you are impeccable speaker. I just would want to make people know that it's just a language like any other languages, so you don't have to attach status symbol to it. That's a decision that I have made, and that was the day I have taken decision, happened to be Jan 1st 2013. From there till now I've been on this journey, and I have learned everything the hard way, and I'm learning and I'm bettering my craft, and whatever I learn I would want to share with people who are intending to learn and who are underprivileged, and also a lot, I would want to do a lot where language is concerned. So this is a small story about a girl who hails from obscure corner of our country. Thank you so much.